Hello everyone, welcome back to What If Deku Became the Joker. Where we left off, Deku fell in a chemical compound, slightly changing his body for more of a bleach-like color and changing some small things about him, but besides that, nothing has really changed. As Deku wakes up in the hospital, covered in bandages, and is now waking up. Deku's now waking up. Oh, where am I? I guess I fell. All I remember was me falling. How long have I been here?
You've been here for 4 months. The chemical compound was very hard to extract directly from your blood.
Or at least the toxicity of the compound. But of course, some of it is still in your bloodstream, so it probably caused you somewhat lightheadedness. As there is a doctor besides Deku. So nothing's changed, I see. Still unsupervised. What is this civilization came to? As after that, Deku is kind of pulled into an asylum due to him feeling all options of insanity. I'll be here for a while, I can tell. As Deku for the next 5 weeks, Deku is sitting in practically a cell, as now the door will start to open up as people grab him and bring him to a different room where there's a desk and a chair. As a doctor comes in, "Hello, Deku, I am Toga. Nice to meet you. I am your therapeutic doctor. To help you recuperate from your mentality, you would say." As the next week, Toga and Deku would kind of form a patient and a therapist bond. Of course, though, Toga in the end seems to change Deku, but realistically, Deku is just manipulating her to the point where she can't notice that he really isn't changing, as he's putting on this facade that Himiko Toga is actually helping him. So what's this now? A week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? How long has it been since we've last seen each other? It's been a week. Of course, though, you have been changing, improving in your personality-wise, and getting back your sanity very slowly but surely. I'm impressed. I thought a person can take longer, but you are very unique. You like getting help. It's just you're misunderstood a lot of the time. Well, I can say you are correct on that. A lot of people misjudge me. Of course, though, random outbreaks of anger and laughter do still happen, though, which I cannot stop, as my brain randomly chooses to do so, sadly. I cannot stop it, but it happens at random moments. Of course, though, those moments do decrease. So, how much longer do you think I can be in here until I get out? From the rate we're going now, I'll say a year maybe? After that, you should be already set to leave. Of course, with supervision for the next month, but that's for your... I know. That amount of people I've harmed, or villains I've harmed over my lifetime. I know what I did was wrong, but heroes don't do anything. People die due to heroes not being able to kill, while villains are escaping prison and whatnot. It's defeating the purpose of being a hero, to save others. Just my opinion, honestly. Nothing much. Of course, that won't change. Still don't like heroes, though. As Deku's mentality is like Stain's, but on the brighter side instead of darker side. He sees heroes as useless due to heroes always being there, or not being there, you would say. People depend on heroes too much. Eventually, when people most need it, they will be shut down by a hero, or a hero will not be there due to this corrupted society. But besides that, I don't feel like I need to tell you anymore. You already know my entire mindset, Toga. As Toga and Deku have been bonding, and they are now on a first name basis, which I mean, at least for Toga, because I mean, Deku kind of goes by Deku now, is he kind of dropped the name Izuku Midoriya, and his alias or fake alias was Joe. So yeah. As a couple months go by, as you know, it's almost time for, you know what, no, because I feel like it would be like halfway until Deku actually escapes through the year. Okay, so a day before flashback, actually. After all these weeks and months being with Deku, Toga will have a little crush, I guess, on Deku. Also, Toga in this little timeline will be 21, and this will be her 10th, technically not 10th month, but wait, what would it be? It'd be like her 12th month, I think. That'd be like more than... it's like her practically first year being a therapist, or, psychological stuff, so yeah. So, yeah, Deku is 24? 25? Decent. Also, UA is a college, also, to make things more, understandable, and, actually make sense. So, what do you think will happen after all this will happen? I mean, after everything will happen, Toga? I mean, I don't mind if you come by when you're out of here. You seem pretty nice. Just you're very misunderstood. Of course, though, that is in the future. That's far in the future, though. You don't need to worry about that. Oh, don't worry. It's more closer than you think. As Deku would finally have enough of playing around or acting, as he would, how would you say, now, if you ever seen that, the origins of Harley Quinn, I'm gonna twist it a little bit, just a bit. So, what I mean by that is, instead of, torturing Harley Quinn, or, torturing Toga, I guess that was supposed to represent Harley Quinn, Deku's more in the line of using a Uno reverse card. What do I mean by that? I mean that Deku is slowly going inside of Toga's head, manipulating her to kind of like him, and not just that, but kind of see things through his eyes of the hero society and whatnot, and how, civilization needs, to evolve instead of always depending on heroes. So, yeah. So, I believe this will be the White Knight-like series, where I think the White Knight series is when the Joker, Harley Quinn role are reversed with Batman, where Batman is evil and, Joker and Harley Quinn are good. Which is practically like that, but a little different. Whew. I can't remember what universe it's from, but it is what it is. Anyways, back to this. So, listen, Harley. I want to ask you a question. Do you really think I can change as a person? Of course, anyone can change. With enough help, anyone can change. As Deku's pending on that thought, I do believe in you, but some things are meant to be left alone. As you know, after a while, he would, understand the entire, map of the asylum, so he'd know where everything is and whatnot. After, either, outside or, in the courtyard, he would memorize every part of the asylum. Bathrooms, restrooms, lunch hall, indoors, and practically everything. So, yeah, he would memorize it all. Mapping, kind of making a theory of, where everything is, and, the schematics of the asylum. And if you know what that means, then you know this man's about to break out. Harley, I don't want to hurt you, so I'm gonna ask you a very honest question. If I break out, would that change your opinion on me at all? I said Harley, I think. No, Toga. Toga, do you think if I break out, it would change your opinion on me? On the way you see me? Of course not. Of course not. With all honesty, your point of view is complete. You have your truth. You see the truth in everything. You see the truth in hero society and whatnot. You see what people refuse to see. As knowing that Deku has now fully entered Toga's mind. Kind of in a less twisted way than actual Joker. Because it's more of a word triggers, kind of manipulating a person to the point where if you say certain words to, activate things in the brain, they will kind of follow you in a sort of way. Kind of like Zetsu, in a way. So, by the time Deku has 100% of Toga's trust, as Deku has now been waiting over weeks, and he is now sick and tired of playing the good guy role. Anyway, he is a good guy, but I mean, like, the goody-goody two-shoes role. Yeah, that's enough. As, his mind, Toga, I'm not gonna lie, I do know what your feelings of me are. I've been very dense, and sorry if I haven't been returning the feelings, though, Toga. I'm very busy in my own mind. Sorry. Bad habits are hard to break. Anyways. I want to ask you one last question. Would you leave with me? Would you live for me? If you don't know what those lines are from, then you haven't apparently seen Suicide Squad, or at least one of the lines from. Anyways, let's continue. As Deku, over the time, and besides working on plans, on the schematics on his head, he has also been working on the street jacket, looking for the ways of movement to kind of release him from the street jacket, or a way to take it off without actually having his arms out to take it off. So eventually, also, I mean, he's technically still a magician, so I mean, yeah. He could have, escaped like 5 weeks earlier, or like a lot more earlier, like on the first month. But he could have escaped the third month. But I'll say, unlike the Joker in the Gotham, or any trilogy realistically, the Deku has actually caught feelings, which he's practically pulling like a Divergent thing where 4 kind of stayed with the main character due to him catching feelings, so kind of like that. So he stayed there for the other months to kind of manipulate Toga to the point of full understandment. So yeah. As one day, the last day he's here. My plans are finally full. Now I just need one of those gods. How should I? This will be fun. Of course, a little bit bloody, but I mean... Of course, my handlement people aren't very kind. They see me as a monster, but Toga sees me as a actually human being, which kind of made me stay. As he starts to smash his head against the wall to the point where his forehead does bleed, and that will lead to the people in outside of his cell to kind of come in and try to stop him, as that is what he wanted. As headbutts both of them. Headbutts one of them, knocking them out, and kind of smashing the other one on the wooden bed, or the metal bed. Not I guess impaling him. I say he did impale him. He knocked out the first one with a headbutt, and then he killed one of them using the metal bed, I guess. So yeah. Because I'll say it's like one of those metal rim beds. So yeah. As he gets the power of flippin' magic. He kind of uses he gets out the street jacket. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't know how. He just does. So yeah. He escapes. My hands. I'm so free right now. It's been a while since I've been able to move. Now, let's start a riot. As he takes the uniform of one of the caretakers, puts on, a white hat, practically covering his face. As one of the nurses walk by, as they find his cell opened, as they see the blood and whatnot, as they kind of press a red button, like a lockdown button, as Deku is at the control panel of the asylum. Now this is what I'm talking about. As he's behind a guard and kind of snap, kind of snaps the night guard's neck. Snap. None of you are innocent. You are all very, very. Everyone is evil. Depending on who you are. You all probably did something terrible. Anyways, I do need to find one person. As I guess it's all the therapists are kind of in the lunchroom. As Deku eventually prison breakout or asylum breakout, I guess, kind of leads like a giant mob of mates, I guess, of cellmates, kind of at the guards, as there's a giant breakout, and eventually leading to everyone not escaping, but kind of like a war-ish, I guess, like a mini war. As Deku is walking through the halls, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure being in here just made me more crazy. Hopefully I can be forgiven. But anyways, where are they? I know the room's around here somewhere. Here it is. So my guess was correct. It was in this room. As he got a couple lackeys behind him. May you open the door, please? As the door opens, as all the therapists look at the door, like, what's happening? As da-da-da-da-da. Deku comes in. I'm free. Hello, I'm back. So, all of you assholes are gonna die. You all mistreated me and kind of called me monsters, and I gotta know when to be one, so yes. Anyways, as he continues to kind of kill everyone in the room except for Toga, as Toga's kind of in a corner, kind of ventilating. Don't worry, Toga. I won't hurt you. Come on, let's go. As through manipulation and years of work of kind of entering Toga's mind, Toga would still trust Deku, but to the point of kind of a follower at this point. So, over her will, she will kind of follow him. Don't worry. As eventually they would escape the asylum, as it will be heard on the news. As practically, I guess a lot of heroes will see this. Breaking news! The asylum was, what was it called? Breaking news, there has been a massive breakout at the asylum recently. There are about 40 deaths, 20 injured, and 30 critically injured. The one following this breakout was none other than Deku, one of the former patients at the asylum. As a lot of heroes and whatnot would see this on the news, because it'd be on breaking news, so yeah. I mean, a giant ass alarm will kind of, give it away, so I mean, yeah. So, how do you like my work, Toga? As you know, it's more of a acceptance type of vibe stage, acceptance stage. where, yes, trust is 100%, but personality-wise, Deku does have to work on, practically transforming, Himiko Toga and practically, transferring into Harley Quinn, so yeah, practically. Or the version of Harley Quinn, practically. So... Come on, let's go. We can't stay too close to the asylum. They'll start, looking for us. I have a couple places I may find, or may have to hide. Let's go. As you know, Deku does have, not a bunker, but more of a safe house, where, no one knows of, because, there's no technology there. Or, that's a lie, technically. There's a radio, and, television, but they're more of lines of, out of, database, so, they can't be tracked or anything. Also, there is an old-fashioned phone. This is where we'll have to take refuge for now. Not my best, but not my worst. Of course, right now I do, hopefully none of the food is spoiled. As he looks through the... As he looks through the, fridge, as it's empty. Well, damn. That's a playing card. Wait a minute. Looks at Toga. I can't be seen, but you can. Toga, I may have to give you a makeover. Oh, so... I may have to help you out with some things. Besides that, you should be all ready to go. Eventually... yes, he is able to do, the face mask thing, but, he doesn't have that yet. Because, let's say his safe house does have a lot of supplies, but it's more of a... He technically has 3. One of them was already raided, because, that was the one he was at, which was at the chemical factory from last episode, or, what if. And then, the other one is kind of more the lines of... somewhere else. Don't know where I'm gonna put it, but somewhere. So yeah. Yo, who keeps on calling me? Yo, I'm trying to make a video. Anyways, what would happen is that right now Toga's on the lines of getting food. Also, Deku does have money. He doesn't have that much, because, they kind of took the cash when he fell in, in the, chemical compound, so yeah. So he does have a lot of money, but only enough to get him by through, like, a month or so. Ah, you're back, Toga. Ah, good. I know I can trust you not to rat me out. As he gives Toga a little, head pat. I feel like we can be great partners. Oh, what the fuck? Hold up. I'm really getting annoyed. Like, I'm trying to make a video, so. Bruh. Anyways. I'll be right back. Yeet. Running is pretty fast. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah. I have no air in my lungs. Sorry. I just had to do something. As he gives Toga a head pat, and over this, oh, I need to breathe. As over this week, Deku is teaching Toga some magic tricks. Simple magic tricks. To get out of cuffs, get out of bindings, and get out of a couple other things. Holds, when people kind of, detain you in certain holds. So just kind of escaping almost. So yeah, escaping different types of grips people can put you in. So yeah. As practically I drank coffee, man. My heart's pounding. Anyways, Deku is practically not chased down, but over this time span is kind of continuing his vigilante work, but to a smaller degree. As he kind of teach Toga how to be more, I guess, tap into her inner self, you would say. So yes, eventually Toga does, go into, her, quirk personality with the blood and whatnot. But it'll be a little different, as practically Toga and Deku would be, kind of like duo crime practically. Stopping crime in, faraway areas, then close ones to their base to kind of prevent, people from finding their base or safe house. So, it's been a while. What shall we do next? I mean, we do need food, but we also need a couple resources. I mean, we do have a lot of heroes on our tail, so, I'll say maybe a distraction, like a bomb. Brilliant, Toga. Brilliant. As you know, someone walks in the, I guess, for reasons, it's part bar, for reasons. So I'll say Deku's, safe house is part bar, like the League of Villains base, but, a lot more better hidden. So yeah. As someone walks through, as Deku kind of throws a Joker card. Yeah, practically throws it near the person's head as it hits, the wall. As it's a normal Joker card. That, like, half of the entire card's, like, straight through the wall. Like, half of the card's, like, straight inside the wall. Because he knows a lot of magic tricks. Anything small, Deku can throw like a dart. like a bullet. So this man's hands are fast as flip. Yeet. So yeah. He can only do it to small objects though. He can't do it to, anything larger than a playing card or, a deck of cards. He can't really, move that fast. So yeah. He also is, he's about, I'll say he's like 5% off for one for all. But that's his like maximum strength though. He's not going any stronger than that. That's just his physical strength. That's it. That's too powerful. I'll say he's a bit, as I said, the rankings of, weak quirks or useless quirks to weak quirks to mid quirks to strong quirks to very strong quirks. Deku's like right in the middle of that. So he's pretty strong, but at the same time he's not too strong. So, he's decently strong. So yeah. And oh yeah, back to who's entering the bar. Hello, sis. How are you doing? As you know, a mini version of Toga would appear, I guess. I'll say they're about the same height. So, sis, what you do? Just a little bit smaller than Toga, like at least a good inch or so. So, what you doing? What? As you know, Deku's like, he confused. He's like, hold up. He looks at Toga and then looks at the person, hold up. How are the twins? Yeah, twins? Like, yeah, he low-key confused though. He may be smart, but he low-key confused though. Like, hold up. You got twins, bro? Like, you never told me this. Like, what?
Who are you?
As you know, Deku kind of pins, Toga's sister to the ground. Who are you and why do you look like Toga? I mean, your tracks are easy to follow. Pretty easy to follow. After what you all pulled. Pretty easy to follow, especially after my own sister. It's pretty easy. My sister wasn't always so calm. She was actually like me when she was younger. Anyways, that's not of your concern.
How did you find this place?
And where did you find our location? Oh, that's easy. I just followed the blood trail. What? The trail. As Deku would be confused, but think about it real quick. As Toga's sister would kind of find out through their acts of crime, because they do seem that every time they do seem distant from crime, they are far away, but they can be at point A, but then immediately be at like point F or something. As Toga's sister kind of connected the dots. Practically connected the crime dots to where their base are. Don't ask me how. Just smart, I guess. Just smart people. We got that L flipping logic. Hey sister, what you doing here? I'm hanging out with Deku right now.
If she's your sister,
Then I'll let her go then. As long as you don't see anything, talk anything, nor know us, I do not care. As he kind of, lets go of Toga's sister, Toga's sister kind of stretches. Hey, pretty strong. Yeah, you're pretty strong. Huh. As this would be the middle child. of the Toga family, I guess. Because I'll say Toga has three sisters. She's the oldest, then the middle child, then the youngest. As the youngest right now is in school, as the other one, as you know, is with them practically. So there's three of you. Huh. As you know, when, Deku did pin Toga's sister, the photo of, three of, them did pop out. So, back to back, just like, there's a tall one, short one, and, middle size one. So, yeah. The smallest is the youngest, middle child's the, second tallest. And, the tallest is, Toga. So, why are you here? I mean, I just wanted to say hi, so can't a fan say hi? A what? A fan? Yeah, you're all over the news. People in the underground really like you. I can tell now. So I thought I cleaned my tracks. Huh. I must be very careful then. Were you followed by anyone? And if you want to know why they weren't together, they were separated as children. One in an orphanage, one kind of ran away, and the other one was with their parents. So yeah. Also, yes, they do all have the same quirk, if you're wondering. So what I'm getting at is that there are three of you from this picture. As you know, Deku thinks. They may be useful. No, I'm not going to use them. That's mean. Not just that, but that would make me no better than villains. Than a villain. He does have his own morals, he's not, just directly murdering people. He's murdering, villains. He's like the reverse Stain, practically. Like the reverse Stain. Well, Stain kills heroes, Deku kills villains. You're welcomed. As long as you don't give out our location, I don't care what you do. As practically, there would be another, there would be a portal opening up. What's this? As he throws a card at the portal. As you know, in the other side of the portal, it, goes next to, kind of slims the cheek of Shigaraki. Kind of slims his cheek a little. Like a good cut, like, good shave. As Shigaraki appears. And yes, meaning that the second sister works with the League of Villains. Haha. What's this? What did I just say? Oh, don't worry. They're not gonna hurt you. Of course. Depending if you join us or not. What do you mean by join us? As you know, Deku hears a very raspy voice. Hi, welcome. Or wait, no, not welcome. Hi, I'm Shigaraki. I would like you to join the League of Villains. No, sorry. That's not happening. I'm not a villain. I kill villains, as you know. But aren't you technically a villain, though? By killing villains themselves? No, that makes me a vigilante. Not a villain, there are differences. I kill people to make sure others are safe. You know, Shigaraki calls out the asylum. That was different. That was different. That was different. That was for my escape. I had to. There's no other choice. Of course. Why are you here? Besides you to join us, of course. I'm not joining you. There's no reason to. As you know, there's kind of like, you know, a mini fight. As you know, someone comes out from behind Deku.
Hey, what's happening?
Twice, what are you doing? Why are you a clone of me? As yes, besides Deku and Toga, Twice is also part of the group. As you know, someone wakes up. As you know, they throw a metal card, like almost decapitating Shigaraki. As you know, a portal appears and, you know, kind of throws it to the ground. Almost, you know, making it like, it was like a centimeter from Shigaraki's neck. What's all this yelling about?
What's all this yelling about? My head is aching.
As you know, Twice and, you know, Deku's clone. Fuck, he's awake.
Twice, who are you, me?
Why did you make a clone of me, Twice? I can explain. Shut up. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't.
No.
I'm very tired, as you see. I woke up and as you know, he looks at the direction. Because, you know, the throwing card was only based on instincts. He felt, you know, a presence there. He was like, throw. Toga's somewhat surprised that it's not Deku, but it's Twice. As you know, Deku's in the shadows, waking up. As you know, you see this. You know, the bottom left. Nah, who are you? Give me a reason why I shouldn't kill you. As no, he pulls out a gun. League of Villains, from what I heard. What? Your base is like what? 16 miles from where I am? Not that very far. As you know, Shigaraki be like, wait, you know where we are? Of course I do. I'm Joker. Not Joker, but I'm Deku. What you expect? I keep tabs on all high villain activities. League of Villains, Yakuza, you name it, I knew it. Not Twice. Can you please deform your clone, please?
It's weird. Don't do that when I'm not around. Twice.
I know you're trying to help hide my location, but I mean, it is what it is.
Nah, I'm not mad anymore. I'm just annoyed that someone actually found our base.
And, you know, he actually looks at, you know,
He looks at, you know, Toga's sister.
You have a twin sister?
You have a twin sister?
As Toga's confused out of her mind, he was like, hold up. She's still confused. But kind of... It's confusing. Like, she's kind of like in that cartoon way. Like, she's looking back at Deku and then, at Twice's clone. Kind of like, what? Kind of brings out her hammer. Toga's hammer. You false. As you fake. As she kind of crushes the clone. Twice's clone. As Twice appears, next to the bar. Hi. I can explain. As Toga says, 10 seconds to explain. As Shigaraki was like, did you forget about us? As Toga's like, yeah, practically. You're no threat to me. Deku can easily kill you without hesitation. Are you sure? As soon as he says, are you sure about that? This man has, like, a card to his chest. Like, pretty decent. Like, there's a card at his chest already. As, Shigaraki falls down, trying to breathe. As it didn't puncture his windpipe, but it did like critically injure his breathing, where his breathing is. As the League of Villains kind of got to retreat due to Deku's appearance, or the real Deku. Haha. Hey Puddin', you awake? She's looking at Deku, but, still has the hammer about to smash Twice. Here's just what it is. Don't kill him, though. He's very useful. He's also one of us, if you can't tell. And as soon as that happens, when Toga's sister tries to leave with the League of Villains, kind of... how would you say, falls down in a sort of trap that Deku has all over the floors. Or more of the lines as he kind of just threw a card on the floor, kind of breaking it. So yeah, kind of breaking the floorboards where Toga's sister was at. So when the League of Villains, when they retreated, they thought everyone was there, kind of forgetting about Toga's sister.
You're not leaving. You gave away our location. Meaning that you can't go back unless I tell you to.
How you think you can capture me? As she does, she was in the circus. As the middle child is the most flexible. But when it comes to combat and experience, it will be the oldest is Toga.
Trust me. If I was able to control Toga, I'm pretty sure I can control her little sister. Or one of them.
As I'm gonna leave the video off there. Hope you all liked the video. Sorry for the, people knocking on my door. And, me leaving for a couple seconds. But anyways, hopefully you liked the video. Remember, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and leave a like on the video. I'll see you all in the next video.